share with you all the things that I do. A lot of you say, I couldn't do that, Tessie. Hey, that's great for you, but I sure couldn't do that. And how do you do that? How do you cope with all that? It seems so depressing. And you know what? I've been doing this for 10 years. And you know what? You can adapt to anything. You can adapt to it. And if that's what your life is, if that's what you got, you make do with what you have. And you try to do it in a way that it's an adventure, it's a journey, it's exciting. And to me, that's part of my lifestyle. I love the old plainness of it all. And this is how I have my life every single day. I become accustomed to it. I become very used to it. And so while I heat my water every single day, and I open the door and let the chickens out every single day, and I have to use my little washing machine, all these things are so beneficial to me. They really helped me. They help me out in so many ways. In a world that's so modern, but you never know what tomorrow will bring. And so I really enjoy having the old-fashioned way of living. I enjoy the way I have to live. Even though I don't have the amenities that a lot of people have, I become so acquainted to it. It's just part of my everyday life. And a lot of people can't understand how I have a smile on my face and I'm happy about it. You know, a lot of it has to do with organization. So I always have my dishes washed. I keep up with things. You know, if I would go 3 days without washing dishes, it would become so burdensome. I believe I would cry. So every day I'm home, and every day I'm doing everything I need to do to keep on top of it all. And that's one thing about being organized. The more organized you are, the easier it is to get your daily chores done. There's not much procrastination that I can do. And I've learned by not procrastinating, it makes my life so much easier. So that is my life, and this is how I live my life on a daily basis. And because of YouTube and my camera, I'm able to share it all with you. And I think that the lessons that we've learned in the last 6 months with the way our economy is, I think one thing I would say is I think I'm on the right track. You know, as long as I can physically do all of this, and as long as I find enjoyment in it, and as long as I'm able to share and teach with other people different ways of doing things, I think that makes the world a better place. You know, and we never know, like I always say, we never know what tomorrow will bring. You know, what happens if our infrastructure does go down, our electricity. So I want to share with you a little bit more about, my husband did get a job. He has a job. Now it's 4 weeks, so it's a month without it until he gets started again. And our income is lower, but you know what? We learn to adapt. It's all about adapting. And I want to thank you guys so much for your prayers and your understanding with me. You know, for me, praying comes easy. For me, that's the first thing I think about, is to pray and have others pray with me. I think a lot of people are confused when I say about I'm not using as much electricity. A lot of people think I don't have electricity. I do have electricity, but there's a lot of reasons why I'm trying to really reduce that. You see, I live in a 1963 double wide that has the old electric wiring. I live in a 1963 double wide. It has the old electric. So everything is very old, and you know what it is like to live in a mobile home. And so I'm very careful on the electric that I use because I don't want to ever overload my circuits. And so that's why I don't have as much electricity. That's why I am reducing my electric things. And also I'm trying to reduce my bill. So why is my electric bill $100 a month? I've had a lot of people ask me about that. Well, $35 of that is actually taxes on the electricity, and it's also a service fee. So $35, you have to pay that no matter if you use it or not. You know, we are forced to have electricity, but the rest of it is just because my home is old. My appliances are old. Yes, I cook with propane, but I have 2 refrigerators and I have a freezer. Now, both of my refrigerators, the one is extremely old, and my freezer is a real small one that was given to me. So my refrigerator was given to me, my freezer was given to me. But as you know, food is really important as far in my life, as far as sharing with people how to preserve food. And so I do pay the electricity to have that extra refrigerator and freezer. So there you go. That is the answer about my electricity. And it's just because I'm trying to do less. I'm not off-grid, I'm on-grid. And that was a word that one of my subscribers gave me about 4 years ago. I had a hard time explaining to people what I am. I'm not off-grid, I'm ungrid. In other words, I don't use it. I know ungrid is not a word, but I think you understand. I have it, but I don't use it. A lot of people, depending on their county, they are forced to have electricity. They have to have electricity run to their house, but you don't have to use it. And there's a lot of people that are on the state and city wells and sewer, and so they're trying to figure out, well, how can they use less water? How can they reuse the water so they don't have to pay for so much? And that's where I come in, because I share with you how to use less water. For me, I use less water because it helps me physically, because then I don't have to haul out so much of it. But for other people, they're watching my videos and they're learning things because they don't want to spend so much on that water bill. My daughter got this screen for her, but her dogs didn't like it. It's amazing for me. It helps give me more fresh air. And by losing the job has just really brought all the senses back into my life. The wishes of the monetary richness of life has long faded, and I am just so deeply involved in the life that I have here. You can use your setbacks for two things. You can use your setbacks to make you bitter, or you can use your setbacks to make you better. I'm showing you a way to take the setbacks in your life and make them better than you've ever been before. Not just motivational messages because I think that it sounds good to hear it. These are motivational messages because I'm living it. I'm living beyond the poverty level, but I'm living abundantly. And that's what life is about. So as I work on my videos, they're going to be extremely primitive. You're going to see me making bread by hand. You're going to see me making things by hand, because that's the life I lived way before YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit of rambling, but it's showing you my daily life, and I love watching the daily life of people. All kinds of people from all walks of life. I just love watching that. I love watching how their day is spent. And I hope you enjoyed watching my day as well. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow.